Hi, I'm Howard Hartenbaum from August Capital. We're early stage IT venture capital investors. The question that was just posed to me is what's going on in the market right now? And nobody likes to use the bubble word or say the bubble word, but I'll happily say I think things have gone crazy out there. I'm seeing things that scare me from an investment perspective. I see venture capital investors who only 1 year ago were early stage technology investors are now buying secondary shares from other venture capital firms at multi-billion-dollar prices. I'm seeing investors who are so eager to get into an early stage company that they're giving uncapped bridge notes, which is pretty much close to free money to a company, which I don't frankly consider an investment. I consider you're passing money just so that you can have some access to the company, but the company then uses that money to raise its value and you don't get that value as an investor. So I don't think these investments make a lot of sense as an investor. As an entrepreneur, you can't complain if the prices are high and people are throwing money all over you, and I always say it's great, take all that money and run with it. The challenge being that bubbles do pop. And what we've seen in the past is if you're an entrepreneur and you've taken money at what was a very high price and a lot of money, you tend to have a higher burn rate and burn through much of that money. And the next time you need money, you're no longer in a bubble. And now you've got this legacy of an extremely high valuation on your company that scares away other investors, or you get crushed out in the process. So yeah, we're in a bubble. Yeah, it's not so terrible if you raise money and you make your business very successful on that money. But if and when the bubble pops, if you're left holding the bag, you might wish you not have raised so much money at such a high price. Generally, companies that start in downturns tend to do a much better job because they're more careful with their money and they have less competition. Things tend to be a little bit more difficult during a bubble, and one thing that worries me right now is money is flowing more easily and investors are betting at high prices, and then other investors are betting on those competitors, and other investors are betting on yet more competitors. And so you started a company during a good time and you raised money, but you have 3 or 4 other competitors that otherwise shouldn't be there, which makes it harder for you to succeed at your business. So cycles happen, and we're in one of the upswings now, and it'll work for some people, but I'm sure when the bubble pops, it'll hurt a lot of others in the process. And I wish entrepreneurs the best of success, and as an investor, we're going to stick by our guns and do our best not to get caught up in the hype. And that's what I think about the current market play.